For this week's spelling rule, we're going to be focusing on the sounds f and s. And these sounds, we're going to be focusing on the spelling of the f with double F and the s for double S. So first we're going to focus on how to make the f sound. In order to make the f sound, all that is required is to rest your front teeth lightly on your bottom lip and blow. As you can see from the picture, you've got your bottom lip, your front teeth are resting on it here, and you are simply passing the air through your mouth. The f is a voiceless sound, so you don't need to be using your voice box to hear this sound. You do not need to vibrate your vocal cords at all. So can you please try making the f sound? Now we're going to be focusing on how to make the s sound. The s sound is made by placing the tip of your tongue just behind your front teeth, very close to the roof of your mouth, but not touching it. The sides of the tongue are raised to touch the roof of the mouth, leaving a passage for the air down the middle of the tongue. Just like this picture here, your teeth should be together and your lips should be slightly apart with the corners drawn like a smile. The s sound is unvoiced, which means you don't need to be using your voice box for this. The sound is purely coming from the air traveling through the passageway created in your mouth and through your teeth. Can you please practice with your mouth closed like this, but so I can see your teeth making the s sound. How many words can you think of that have the f and the s sound at the start of them? Have a little think now. See if you can find 2 words for f and 2 words starting with s. I'll give you a minute before I go through my list. Friends starts with f. Fox starts with f. As you can see, the f at the start is in white. For football. F for fish. F for finger. S for sock. S for school. S for slipper. S for slide. S for sun. Did you think of any of these words? Let's go through these words with the f and the s sound in the middle and at the end. So the last slide that we went through had these 2 sounds at the beginning, and now this slide we're going to be finding the f and the s in the middle and the ends of the words. So off. Does off have the sound at the middle or the end? Off. It's at the end. Puff. The F sound is at the end. The f sound is at the end. The f sound's in the middle of this word. So when you're trying to find out where the sound is, you need to sound the word out, because that's where you'll be able to tell where you need to put the double F. Can you notice about all these words? They don't have one F. They have the double F to make the sound F. S. The S sound S is at the end. Hiss. The sound's at the end. Less, which is showing the bottom plate has less grapes on it, and that sounds at the end of the word. E. S is in the middle of this sound because we have the E at the end of messy. Can you notice that when we make this sound at the end or in the middle of a word, this is doubled. The S is doubled to make this sound. So if you can hear that a word has a F or a S in the middle or at the end of the word, the letter is doubled. But if the sound or the S sound is at the beginning, it is only one F or one S. Okay, now let's see if our rule's right. If we have the F or the sound at the beginning for fish, there's only one F. But if the sound is in the middle or at the end, like these two words, it's at the end, or it's in the middle. The F is doubled. Now let's see if that same rule applies for S. So if the S or the S sounds at the beginning like ok, it only has one S. But if the S sound is in the middle like s, messy, or if it's at the end, s, then we have two S's to make this sound. Watch out! The F and the S sounds are usually spelt with the digraph, which is just meaning two letters, double F or double S, if they come after a, I, o, u. So we know that there are vowels in short words. Some words don't follow this rule, so this is a bit tricky. In these words, the F or the S sound come after a single vowel, but they are spelt with a single letter. So this is meaning that these aren't the beginning sounds and they're not doubling the letter. So these are the exception. This is some of the words that don't follow our rule that we just learned. So s, the sound's at the end in this one, but we don't double it and give it two S's. If the sounds at the end, but again we don't double it because it's coming after a single vowel. U is a vowel, I is a vowel. We have our vowel here, U, and we've got our sound S at the end. And because it's coming after the U, we don't double it. Let's see. S, yes. Here's our vowel. Here's our sound S. But because it's coming after a vowel, which is the E, we don't give it two S's. It just has one S. I want you to choose two words to put into your own sentence. Use one of the single letter F or S here to use in your own sentence, and then choose one word from the double F or the double S and use it in a sentence. So my two words that I might choose are, I'm going to pick friends because it has the single F at the start, and then I'm going to pick a double S word, hiss. They're going to be my two words that I use in a sentence. These can be typed or written and then uploaded into your Google document.